Hey guys, Squiggles here, bringing you a game from MLG. This one's going to be HUK versus EGIdRA, and I'm super excited about this because both of these players are tippity top notch, and I really want to see an amazing epic game. Both of these guys are like my heroes because in the foreign community there's always a few players that stand out a little bit more than everybody else, and EGIdRA and HUK are two of those players. They're so on top of their game right now, and I love events like MLG where top players like this are able to do battle on the field of honor and so on and so forth. And we see a pylon going down for HUK, so yay! And for EGIdRA, it looks like he is making an overlord. There we go, and some stuff. So this, probes and pylons, as we just wait for this game to pick up a little bit. It looks like HUK is scouting decently early, and EGIdRA is going to take a lot longer to scout because this Overlord, as cool as he looks with his tentacles and stuff just floating around, he really doesn't actually move very fast. I'm pretty sure that grass grows faster than this guy moves. So it's going to take him all game to get over there, and EGIdRA may actually scout with a worker depending on what's going on. But yeah, never mind. It doesn't look like he will. It looks like he's going to go for a spawning pool first because this is a 1v1 map. It's a bit smaller, and EGIdRA just wants to be like super duper safe. So by getting his spawning pool first, notice he's not getting gas. So it looks like he probably, yeah, he's going to expand now, and he's bringing the second worker so that, yep, because the probe's right here, and he needs to fight the probe away. And is the probe going to get off a pylon? Oh, and there's the pylon by HUK. So annoying. But, yep, good job by HUK delaying that. And EGIdRA, I think he knew that was going to happen, so that's why he got his spawning pool first, just in case, so he'll be able to deal with that as quickly as possible. A little bit later of a gas because he did want to get the expansion up, but the expansion's not going to go up. And look at HUK canceling the pylon at the very last moment and has his probe right back there so he can remake it again if need be. Let's see, it looks like there are 4 Zerglings on the way for EGIdRA, so not overproducing Zerglings, just the normal 4. So that's going to give him a bit of map control, be able to take watchtowers and, you know, just kind of hang out outside of HUK's base to see when HUK moves out or scouts or whatever. So everything looking pretty normal right now. EGIdRA getting his expansion down a little bit later than he wanted to, but still, all things considered, not horribly bad. Not like game altering, just a bit annoying by HUK. And HUK is really good with his probes, man. His probes are so good at causing just chaos and havoc and all that stuff. Okay, it looks like he has good placement here. HUK does, and of course he will because it's HUK. So he has his Zealot, and his Zealot is on hold position there, holding his ground like a boss, and almost kills a Zergling. But good on EGIdRA for not allowing HUK to actually get the kill. And oh, wow. So he actually hid a worker that I didn't notice. But he hit a worker over here and was able to scout later. So he sees exactly what's up. He sees there are 2 gas, but no real tech has been gotten yet. It looks like he's just going for warp gates right now. And over here we see that the expansion is almost up for EGIdRA. He's spreading those creep tumors because he needs to connect his 2 bases as quickly as possible because otherwise this happens. And can we cue some kind of really slow music here because this queen just takes so long to go anywhere. And oh man, I thought the probe was going to get in and get some scouting in, but no, the second PMS patrol is able to shoot him down, and by shoot him I mean punch him in the face. Oh, poor little probe. And it looks like right now EGIdRA has complete map control. If you look at the mini-map, you can see the blue is all over the place, and HUK is pretty much just chilling in his base. But, you know, Protoss is used to doing that, and he'll be pushing out here in a little bit. You can see he's going to try to scout some tech, so he's going to be sacking this Overlord, seeing if he can see any tech. And he's really not going to see much. It looks like there's 3 warp gates, and I'm assuming that HUK is going to go for an expand off of this, so 3 warp gate expand. And I'm assuming that's what EGIdRA is going to think too, because I mean that's all he saw. Ooh, look at this! Hallucination is being gotten. So and yep, there's the expand right there, and the Zerglings spot it right away, and he responds by putting down a Roach Warren and getting Lair. So Lair about halfway done, and a Roach Warren almost done as well as spreading this creep. You can see the creep has now connected the 2 bases. That'll make defending much, much, much easier for EGIdrA. So good stuff there. As well as EGIdrA is being pretty proactive with these little Zerglings. I mean, not really doing harass, but really having a good idea of what's going on as far as when HuK moves out. And he could even run in here real quick, and he's going to right now, and just see, he's going to, okay, so what he did there was just count the number of sentries that HuK has. And HuK has a ton of sentries. Holy crap. And, ooh, great force field there to prevent the scouting. He may actually lose that sentry, though, and that's actually, oh, that's going to suck if he actually loses it. And it looks like he will. Oh. But HuK, with so many sentries, he might try to do some kind of like an MC bust. Getting sentries this early means that he's going to be stockpiling tons and tons of energy, so he's going to be able to force field the absolute crap out of any Zerg army that comes up. And it looks like EGIdrA doing a good job of keep producing drones. He's also getting burrow, which is cool, and he's getting some roaches. He has a few out now, just a handful, just enough to not die. And you'll notice that a lot with the really good Zergs. They don't overproduce early unless they're going to go for like some kind of a timing attack. They just get just enough so they'll be safe, and then they get more drones. And so they actually end up getting way ahead in economy if you just let them sit there doing that. And it looks like this drone is going to go, and I was like, oh, maybe he can pick it up and delay it or maybe kill it. But you know what? It's not a real Phoenix, so he can't. But he does see the exact timing that the 3rd goes down, and that's going to be pretty important. You can see some more speedlings from EGIdrA over here, just checking stuff out. And he also controls this very, very, very important watchtower. Between the Zerglings here and the watchtower here, he is going to see exactly when HuK does anything. And he can see, actually, that HuK is moving out right now. And he's like, oh, okay. And so you can see, making some more roaches, as well as getting, let's see, yeah, getting some burrow speed. I mean, tunneling claws, rather, sorry. Burrow speed. But the ability to travel while burrowed, there we go, for the roaches. So he might try to do some kind of a, whoa, as my mouse goes crazy. He might try to do some kind of a negate because he sees all of these sentries with all this energy, and he's like, he's going to try to force field me. So he may just burrow, go underneath the force fields, and pop back up and kill all the sentries. That would be pretty sweet if he does indeed do that, as well as continuing to spread this creep. So, oh yeah, baby, baby. Even though he only has 1 creep tumor actually spreading creep, so it's going to be a bit slow getting it, or getting the creep out there. But you know what? Whatever, man. He's still getting the creep spread. You can see that his 3rd base just now finished, and it looks like HuK adding on. He has a robo done, adding on a couple more gateways, and I like the placement of these gateways too. Really prevents any kind of Zergling run-bys. I hope. I can't actually tell if this is a tight wall because it's a little bit tricksty as far as the pixels and stuff in the game. But I'm assuming that HuK's played enough that this is a tight wall, or pretty tight. So it's really going to make any kind of harass really difficult because you have to fit through these little tiny holes. And really just a couple of sentries can totally shut that down. He does have an observer out as well, and that's